The 105mm lens, or maybe the 100 or the 90, it doesn't really matter, they're all sort of the same. The 105 macro lens is a lens that doesn't get recommended enough, in my opinion. I think this is one of the first lenses you should look at if you are growing as a photographer in really many fields, actually, in both photojournalism, maybe wedding, maybe, I don't know, general photography. If you're coming from a kit lens, maybe you have your first set of standard primes or something, then I think this is a lens to consider next, because at least if you're curious about the tailor range or the long reach, then this is a lens that you can grow with, and this is a lens that doesn't get obsolete when you grow from it. So if you get a 70-200 after this lens, then you can keep this lens, because it's a great alternative for when you don't want to drag around a long 70-200. And while 70-200 doesn't really seem like it's that big, it is that big. You will feel the pain in your neck if you run around with it for a whole day. And this is a great alternative for that. And it fits in most bags quite easily. And that is something a 70-200 doesn't do. You have to have a pretty special bag for that lens.
Kan du høre det der? Det er en drone. Og så deroppe, der sidder en drone.
So I think, at least, I have both of these lenses, and I quite often just bring the 105 instead, because it's long enough for what I need, and autofocus is fast enough. It's not gonna be as fast, but it's fast enough, at least for my needs, and I think for most other people's needs as well. On the other hand, if you are growing more into portrait photography, then this is also a lens that never renders itself obsolete, because if you buy an 85 after this lens, then this lens will still give you access to like close face focus, something that a normal 85mm doesn't do. With an 85, you're sort of limited to just head and shoulder shots, where a 105mm macro lens will give you access to all of the face. Sounds weird, but it's still a great companion to a 85mm, and even a 135 later on maybe. So I think this is a lens to consider if you are growing as a photojournalist or a portrait photographer, even a wedding photographer. I think this is a piece of kit that will stay in your bag no matter where you go from this lens. I never regretted getting this lens, and I see a lot of people sort of skipping it because it's a macro lens. It seems like a specialist lens, but as long as you get a copy that has a focus limiter, it will still be able to do a lot of sports and action, as long as it doesn't go hunting for bugs in front of your lens, and the focus limiter will take care of that.